A Turtle-Ford man is the first ever Canadian recipient of an international Mensa Award. Now, Mensa is the largest and oldest high IQ society in the world, where members have scored at the 98th percentile or higher on a standardized IQ test. Dave Smith was on the receiving end of the two awards. Now, the International Intellectual Benefits to Society Award was given for his personal volunteer work in seniors' homes, and the Copper Black International Award was awarded for his creative achievement. Now, he works as a consultant and has developed hands-on training programs for electrical safety and has built 3 mobile labs.
College and university systems have no ability to provide hands-on training at these levels, so we've invested heavily in these 3 mobile labs. In the variety of things that we do, we want to build a better world, and the part of the Intellectual Benefits to Society Award was based upon the professional building a better world.
Now, 110,000 people are in this Mensa group. Now, anyone can take the intellectual speed test. For more information, you can visit their website at mensafoundation.org. Well, it's a win for shoppers in the Cold Lake region. A Winners franchise is opening in the Tri-City Mall shopping center. And as Fraser Snowden finds out, it's businesses like this that will help with continuing development in the growing retail district.
The store isn't set to open until early 2015, but store owners already in the building are excited for the new neighbor, including Judy Kripke from Gateway Jewelers. She says it will be great to drive more business to the mall.
Absolutely, it thrills me. Every business that comes in here helps to promote traffic and is definitely an asset. Will definitely be an asset.
There are 9 businesses in the mall. Ardennes joined Tri-City in the last 8 months, along with Warehouse One. The Cold Lake Chamber of Commerce has been working tirelessly to bring more shopping choices to the center.
Having some stores move into here, it's going to make it a good mall again. Like we're going to have a lot of traffic in here, and it's going to be a fun place to shop. And again with our seasons that we have, it's nice to keep everything indoors as well.
These empty storefronts behind me are rumored to be the new home of the Winners store. Sightings Realty has signed a deal that would lease out 20,000 square feet to the discount retail giant. And the idea of having the Winners in Cold Lake excites frequent shoppers in the area.
I think it's great because they do supply clothing, children's wear. They have gifts for children, and it's more variety than what we have here in Cold Lake now. There needs to be more competition and more choice.
In the past year, the Tri-City Mall has leased out 100,000 square feet. In Cold Lake, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
Well, from space to Earth, several Lloydminster Comprehensive High School students had the chance to partake in a big project involving growing seeds that have been in space for more than a year. Now, they were in Saskatoon over the weekend using a state-of-the-art facility to find out the differences between seeds from outer space and Earth. Anna Stanislaw reports.
I just left out the water this morning, and this is what it kind of looks like now, leaving it out.
It's an exciting time for these science club members as they do an experiment not many have done before. The students use the University of Saskatchewan synchrotron facility to use the space seeds retired astronaut Chris Hadfield came back with to find out what happens when being exposed by cosmic radiation.
They're going to actually look at the elemental and chemical differences between seeds that have been exposed to space versus seeds that have never left orbit.
We've been working with these plants for 100 days as of Sunday, and when we get to actually find something new, that thrill I'd love to be part of making history.
We could potentially find out something that, like I said before, that no one else knows.
The synchrotron, in simpler terms, is a bigger advanced microscope. Proctor says there are significant differences compared to the seeds that grow on Earth.
The seeds that have gone to space, they germinate first, they grow taller, they produce more leaves. For everything that we can see through microscopes and with just our bare eyes, they look healthier.
They're starting to grow mutations, as well as they grow a lot more mature than they should be.
The plants have grown to 2 feet tall, and the tomatoes that have grown on them is believed to be safe to eat. But it's more than just finding out if the tomatoes are edible.
I hope to learn that what real science is about, like doing an actual experiment that you've never done before.
I'm hoping they actually get to see the real scientific method rather than come to a class, do a lab that's been done by everyone.
Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
Well, it's time once again for Retrospect this week from the archives. In this edition, Brian Hardy takes us back to the 1980s to see what kind of tourist attraction Lloydminster was. As well, we report on the beginning of the rural real estate boom.
It's June 2007 and home buyers are opting for the small town life.
The small Saskatchewan village of Marshall, located just east of Lloydminster, is starting to see a new trend in community growth.
No doubt there has been increase in people wanting to relocate or buy into the small bedroom communities, as they are sometimes called, close to the city.
Part of the interest is likely due to the housing market here in Lloydminster. Recent numbers from Statistics Canada reveal a 0% vacancy rate and show rental costs are higher here than any other Saskatchewan city.
A lot of people are just catching on that they can get perfectly adequate homes for a lot less money than they can in the urban centres.
In Marshall, Jessica Isaac, Newcap News.
This week in 1988, we explore what Lloydminster has to offer tourists.
Commercials such as this one have been flooding the market recently, all vying for those precious tourist dollars. And Lloydminster is no exception. But just what does Lloydminster have to offer potential tourists? I did an impromptu survey at various tourist-related businesses along major roadways in Lloydminster to find out just what kind of tourist attraction our city really is. As far as actual attractions go, even the two information booths admitted that the Bud Miller and Weaver parks were all that were really worth seeing. This hardly seems like enough to capitalize a tourist industry on. But what about Lloydminster's real claim to fame, being Canada's only border city? Lloydminster does have the resources to become a major tourist attraction on its own. But unless things change, will always be just a stopover. Karina Fairbrother, Broadcast Centre News.
Join us next time for a local lady in a league of her own on Retrospect, this week from the archives.